Hey, how you doing? Long time overdue update. Best I can remember anyway, everything's been going all right. We had a week of really bad weather. Every single day is raining. That put me behind. I had to do 4 lawns on Saturday to catch up. I usually like to keep Saturdays off to rest and to get my own lawn done, but that's not a main thing business-wise going on. But I actually picked up another lawn. It's basically a property maintenance until the house is sold, and they found me from my website. So my website is working for me now. And then within the same week, I got a cleanup job to do. The guy's yard hadn't been cut in a month or so. His lawnmower blew up. And I landed that job. It's about 2 acres. I charged a pretty good amount for it. And it took me roughly 6 hours to do the whole entire place. That's weed eating. I was doing it after work both days. So I went down and I went down one evening, worked about 2.5 to 3.5 hours, something like that, weed eating and mowing. And then I went back the next day, weed eated everything else that I didn't get the first day, and remowed the front yard, double cut it to make it look good. I've been having trouble out of my mower. I've got a bent blade. Instead of the middle blade being flat, it's curled just a little bit. Still cuts, but it don't cut the greatest. If I sharpened the blades, it would probably help, but it's still curled, so it's still got problems. But I'm heading right now to my dealer to get some new high lift blades and a new set of wheels for the mower deck, the 4-gauge wheels. It's going to be around $117 for all that. But clean up property, he said that he'll call me if he needs me to do his yard again, if he ain't got a mower, in around 2 weeks time or so. So I may get to mow it again, I may not, I don't know. But the other property, the maintenance one, I guess you could call it, it's coming up next week, well, along with some others, of course. I have been keeping all of my bi-weekly yards on the same week, and the following week that was just put me at like 1 or 2 yards. So I'd have a week of a lot of mowing and a week of rest, basically. But I put that maintenance property on my rest week so I could balance it out and have, you know, I'm not killing myself one week and then nothing next week. I want it to be kind of even. I didn't give a quote yesterday, but I got asked to give a quote at a commercial property. But I went there and talked to somebody, gave them my card. I looked around the place, figured out a price, and I haven't heard nothing back from them yet. Don't know if I will or not at all, but it is a commercial property that I'm giving a quote for, so maybe for too long, sometime or another, I'll hear something about that. So things are going pretty decent. I've probably mentioned before in some videos that when I bought my trailer this year, it was paid in full. I saved up my money so far from mowing this year to pay for that trailer, so it's paid off already. But my insurance did put me in the hole. So I need to recalculate everything. When I did the calculations the first time, I was counting all of my gas receipts the full price. Though, of course, the full price of my gas isn't going into my lawn care because I've got a full-time job and that's taking up most of my gas. But I was doing that, I was counting it up that way anyway. So I'm gonna probably just count it up again that way. And if I start, whenever I start turning a profit, even though I'm counting up my full total, then I guess you could say I'll know that I'm really starting to come out ahead pretty well then, if that makes sense. Because I'll admit that I'm still in the hole quite a bit after buying my mower. And last year I messed up. Last year I started out doing lawn care commercially, and the mentality I had of it then was I'll just do this kind of on the side, get some yards, get some spending money, and that's it. And I spent money like crazy on useless junk. Wasted money. I'm not doing that this year. Not at all. So I'm in the hole pretty big time because of that and buying my mower last year. And now I went and got the insurance, so I'm even further in the hole. I don't really know how much in the hole I am, but I'm not going to really count last year, because even if I wasn't doing lawns commercially, I probably would have bought that mower anyway, because I need a mower like that for my own personal property, let alone doing it commercially. So this year is to turn a profit, a complete profit, and hopefully I will do pretty well this year, but time will tell. We'll just have to, I'll keep y'all up to date on things, try to. I need to start recording more, I know, but I just I'm running ragged because of my full-time job and doing mowing too. I've worked Monday through Thursday this past week with good weather around 13 to 15 hour days every single day, because I was coming to work, working 8 hours, then going to mowing after work, so I was wore out. And yesterday I actually got the day off, though I was still running around doing a bunch of things. I didn't work a whole heck of a lot, but I was running around everywhere. But I'm all caught up on my lawns. I'm not behind on anything. 2 lawns are currently kind of in limbo, I guess you could say, because I'm waiting to hear from one person on their yard, and well, let's say both yards belong to the same person, pretty much, technically. So I want to do both of them at the same time. I've already got that okayed with them. There's just no need to go down there, do one yard, and then later on have to go back down there, do the other yard. I'm going to do them both at the same time, or they ain't going to get done, period. Pretty much. I'm trying to keep from having to run everywhere and waste gas, put miles on my truck and everything else, just to keep lawns on a schedule like that. And some of you may be saying, well, you got to keep stuff on a schedule, you got to keep stuff on a schedule, blah, blah, blah. Well, the one particular yard it's the first cut for this season, and it'll be the only cut until late this season. It's a yard I only do like 3 times a year. So it really ain't gonna matter when it gets done, honestly. But I'll get it done whenever I can, as soon as I can, whenever the other property is ready to be done. I'll do them both at the same time and get it over with. So that's pretty much all of that, I guess. I don't know anything else to update you on. I don't know if I'll turn the camera around and get some recording of the scenery, or maybe just when I pull in at my John Deere dealer or something like that. I don't know. But I'll definitely show the blades and the stuff, and may try to get some footage of changing that stuff out. I need to buy one of them Fisher lifts from Harbor Freight, but I really just don't want to go in the hole more. That thing's like $200. It's worth it, but it's still a good amount of money right now to pay out. But I am thinking about going up there sometime and getting a Predator motor and 1 or 2 5-gallon gas jugs, just cheap jugs, because I need to keep more gas on hand at a time so I don't have to run to the gas station as much. And the motor, I'm selling the tiller for too long, so that'll bring me in like 50 bucks profit or whatever there. I wanted to fix a motor that's already on it, but I ain't had the time, and I just don't want to fool with it, the aggravation of it. I used to do small engine mechanic work all the time, and now I just don't ever feel like it. It's just aggravating as hell to me, and I don't like doing it no more. It's a pain in the butt. So that's the updates on that. But anyway, heading over to Harlan, Kentucky, meet tractor. They used to be Wright Equipment, John Deere dealer, not Wright as in Wright mowers. So I guess you could say that at one time or another I made the right choice. That's a horrible joke. I had to do it, Dick. But anyway, I'll catch up sometime or another. I've got video on this phone that I've never even took off the phone yet to edit or do anything with. That's from I don't know how long ago. I've never even completed the videos. I just recorded some, said I'd record again later, and never did. But anyway, I'll see you around. Oh, my back! Wow, piece of junk. I didn't know it was doing it, but that's another reason why I ain't been recording a whole lot. This camera's, or phone is starting to mess up big time, so. And I don't want to buy a $500 GoPro, and I definitely don't want to risk some cheaper camera, which I've done before. I may try, and there is some cheaper cameras, decent cheaper cameras I may try sometime or another, but I don't know. But I want to save up. I want to save money this year and make money instead of spending it all, if that makes sense. And YouTube is going to pretty much take the blunt of it, because I don't have the time hardly to record, and the aggravation it takes to record, which I hate to be that way about it, but that's the way it is. But anyway, that's just kind of the reasons I'm not recording a whole lot. Camera's messed up pretty much, and it's aggravating to try and do this recording stuff and try and make decent time on mowing. But anyway, see ya.